Hello, 8 people. Who are these 8 people? What should I have for lunch? Just while waiting, I'm gonna look for food in Panda or Grab. Because you're also quiet, or I look for food lah. What do I eat? Hi, Aina Shikin. Hi, Dahlia Rosli. So let's have a look at what we can eat. Ooh. Hi, Fatin. This looks good. Maybe soon. This looks good. What are you guys having for lunch? It's 10 a.m. and I'm already thinking about lunch. You see, I love to eat. Who's with me? I lepas je breakfast, like katalah we just had breakfast, my friends and I. Let's say like at 8 kan, so we just had breakfast semua. So kita pergi ngajar. So at 10 I'll be texting my friends, korang nak lunch apa? And they'll be saying like, we just had breakfast, we just ate, but you know, I'm already thinking about lunch. So what are we having? Kita look at sekejap lah. Okay. Kind of feel like I want to eat croissant. But it looks so good. So you nasi. Ada 17 people already. Okay, I think we can start. Okay, so let's begin. So what we're doing today is we are discussing in detail your annotated bibliography. So I hope you have your question paper with you, the April 2018, and I hope that you have your answers with you. Your answers, your work. Do you have them with you? Okay, make sure that you do. Okay, so last week I asked you to do the annotated bibliography blindly. I said buat je. Don't ask me anything. Buat je. Yeah, just use whatever not prior knowledge that you have. Just buat je basically. Okay, why? Because so that when the time comes for us to discuss, it'll make more sense to you because you remember, oh, this is what I did wrong, or this is what I did right. Kalau I cakap nanti bila you tulis, you can't see, you can't imagine. So now that you've done it, you boleh nampak where you did wrong, where you did right, what was your strengths, what was your weaknesses, what was your strength, what was your weakness, what you should do, what you shouldn't do, and what you can do and you cannot do. So that's what we're doing today. Okay. First things first. Okay. First things first. Okay. Now, first things first, your annotated bibliography should only be in one paragraph. Okay, I want to take this girl she's a girl, as a girl, her work. Okay, I feel that it was done very kemas, just the paragraph part. Okay, it should only be in one paragraph. See, it's just one paragraph, and it's not got to go late. And I love that this person has justified. See, dia tak sengit-sengit. It's justified. This is great. Okay, so it should be in one paragraph, and if you're typing it out, not writing with pencil, then please justify. Okay, first thing is that it should be done in one paragraph. If you have more than one paragraph, that is not an annotated bibliography. Okay, because like I said, an annotated bibliography is like a summary. So when you do a summary, There's only one paragraph, right? So your annotated bibliography should only be in one paragraph and justify like this. Okay. Now the second thing, I know most websites that you search for have the reference ke atas sini, and therefore most of you put your reference on top here. Now there's something technically wrong with that. If your reference is correct, you will still get marks. But think about it. When you are writing something, when you are doing something like a karangan, a research paper, a journal, what would be the better thing for you to put ke atas ini? Comment in the chat section. What do you think would be better and more suitable for you to put up here? Instead of a reference, what do you think would be the better thing to put here? Yes, Akila. It would be better to put your title. Okay, so what is the title? Can you suggest the title? Can anybody suggest the title? So the first thing that you put on top would be the title, like this. So can you suggest the title? What do you think is the most suitable title for this annotated bibliography? Can you do this? Where do you get the title? Now, you don't have to think really hard to get a title. Okay, human trafficking is correct, but if you can't think of a title, the easiest way for you to get a title is go to the question paper, tengok dekat the words in bold. The words in bold, the reasons, I forgot already. The reasons something human trafficking and ways to overcome. That is the title. It should be in bold in the question paper. Doko desu ka? Ah. The reasons that contribute to human trafficking and how to overcome the problem. So you don't have to think, you don't have to create your own title. You just take the title directly from the question paper. So there's no right or wrong. It's not macam no marks will be deducted if you put reference ke atas. But it's only a matter of cantik. It's only a matter of making things pretty and organized. So again, it would be better if you put the title on top instead of the reference on top. Okay, last week we discussed, I've sort of, talked really briefly, really quickly. Where do you think the reference should be put? Okay, we've discussed this. In your opinion, where should the reference be put? Usually, where do you see the reference? At the end, correct, No Shahira. So the reference should be at the end. It should be like this, and then like this. Okay. At the end, below, at the end of your word, habis tu, okay? Habis, it should be below the number of words. You put the word reference, and I know it's a reference, very clear, underline, and you put whatever the reference is. Your marks will not be deducted if you put it here. It's just that it will be a lot more organized and a lot more cantik if you put it down here. Okay, so title here, nothing should be here. And then reference there. And then it should be justified, just like that. Okay. And the number of words should be here and put it in bracket. The number of words should be there and put it in bracket. Okay. This is basically the overview of how your the visual of how your annotated bibliography should look like. Title at the top, reference at the bottom, number of words here in bracket and justify. And most importantly, keep in mind it should only be in one paragraph. Okay, This is how it should look like. For the question, for the title, you can, because you are typing it out on your computer, and you can either bold and underline it, or just underline it, or just bold it. If you're writing, then you have to underline, because how to bold in your own writing, unless you wanna, I don't know, like that kind of. Okay. But I'm sure many of you will be typing on your computer, so you just bold and underline, or just underline. That's up to you. So this is the visual how it should look like. Okay, now I'm going to move on. Okay, now I'm going to move on. When Kejap, how do I pause this? How do I pause this? How do I pause it?